Hey everybody, Coach Ken here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about what the mechanics are when your knee goes out, when you're going down the stairs or you're walking and you're like, boy, my knee feels weak and it's going out. So typically what that is a dead zone in the muscle chain contraction. What is a muscle chain contraction? So think of your muscles as bands that tighten and move the parts around. So like a drawbridge, they tighten up the cable and the drawbridge goes up, right? So your muscles tighten and something goes up. So what happens is there is a part of the muscle that's already tightened and it has not lengthened, okay? And when you're walking down the stairs and you get to that part, it's a dead zone in your movement. So you'll move through it, but you kind of drop. And the reason you're dropping is because the muscles that are responsible for that are already taut. And so you're kind of feeling the slack of that tautness, if that makes sense. So what do you have to do? You have to lengthen the muscles. I know each muscle, I got to use my hand here. So each muscle is made up of interlocking filaments. And what happens when a muscle contracts is those filaments, kind of like a telescope, come in together, and then when they're done contracting, they're supposed to release. But sometimes what happens is they come together and they don't release. They cramp together. They bind up. This is called a trigger point often, or it's basically a dead zone, because when muscles are already contracted, they can't function. Muscles can't push. Muscles can only contract. What happens is you're supposed to get, I think it's calcium, into the muscle area, and that calcium stops the contraction and allows the muscle to what's the opposite of contract? Expand. So it allows the muscle to expand and get ready for the next contraction. So when you're lifting weights, your muscles are basically doing this. And when you lift weights regularly, you kind of lubricate those systems, and those systems will move better. But sometimes when you're lifting, you work too hard, and if you forget to stretch afterwards, those muscle fibers never get a chance to expand, and you start to feel tight in that area. And a tight muscle is a weak muscle because they don't have the ability to contract. And so they're losing that kinetic force, that energy. I hope that's not too complicated. I didn't want to go too deep in the woods, but if you have questions, really, please, and you've come this far, like, share, or comment below. It really helps me get the word out, build my following, and help other people. And that's what could be bad about that. You should be helping other people, damn it. So, what is the cure for when you go down the stairs and your knee gives out? The cure is to stretch. So it depends on where you're feeling it. So if you're feeling it in the front of the knee, it's probably going to be your quads that need to be stretched and your anterior tibs. And then if it's like kind of on the side, that's most likely your IT bands, but could also be your quads. Generally speaking, if your leg is going out on you when you're going down, start with quads, stretch the hamstrings, stretch the glutes, and get the calves. You all know how to do those. And then get your IT bands. And if you do those 5 stretches, your knee will stop going out. Now, if you don't know how to do those, comment below and I will show you how to do them in another video. All right? Thank you for listening this far. Like, share, or comment. We fit your goals. We fit your needs. We fit you.